Hey folks, RB here. Just sharing my thoughts on what I think is going on after the drop today. And just if you have been my subscriber either in Discord or Substack or even a follower on Twitter, I've been sharing for the last few days that I'm not chasing any longs and I need a dip, right? So I cannot be kind of getting into a rally which is already 3 to 4% up in the last 3 to 4 days, and expect even much higher, even though the CPI may come cool or or maybe as expected, right? And that's what happened today. So while my SPX zone was like around 56.10, I thought the reversal will come from there, but yesterday, it kind of just rallied past it, right, and tested about 56.36 area, right? But QQQ was spot on 504 and then reversing from there, right? So now the question is that is this a big reversal or where we heading from here, right? And people would have started calling already that this is a start of decline and blah blah blah. But my thoughts are still pretty much what I've been calling out, that I expected a dip, and we'll figure out what sort of dip we are working with and in the next few days. But the rally is not over because some of the stocks have not completed their waves. And today, if you see, I mean, we cannot be, much bearish either, because it's not that, the Nasdaq has crashed 2 points, or, SPX has dropped less than 1% or 1%, right? There was a large increase in the breadth, right? So it's not that the money has been pulled out. Just basically been thrown into small caps or some industrial sector, right, or financial sector or real estate sector, right? So there has been a rotation for sure, but that also doesn't mean that the tech is just cooked and everything is just going to drop on the tech side. So remember that topping out is a process. It doesn't happen in one day. It's not that you were all time high yesterday and today is just all done and now you're just gonna fall 10% right from here, right? It's a process. So we'll see whether we get a new high, whether we don't get a new high. We just need to first figure out what kind of correction structure we are working with. This is just 1 day dip, right, where everybody bought the dip, and like MM's bought the shares that you sold, and now they're just gonna rally again just back to the new high. We have seen this story so many times, and we cannot just keep thinking again that, okay, thinking, going back to the same thing. Oh, crash is coming, right? So let's not even go there yet. And if you see, I mean, though the 2% will look very big on the tech sector, but if you see, it's not even testing yet the breakout zone of 487, right? This particular zone here, right? And it's still very much within the channel. This is your 4-hour chart. This wave is still going, and we have our challenges in counting this whole wave, in terms that first we were looking at this wave to be counted as 1, 2, 3, 4, and should have ended somewhere here, but it did not, right? It kept going and made this another high, which kind of creates the confusion. So then I kind of talked about another way to look into it, was maybe this is 1, 2, and this is the whole 3, and we have a 4 and a 5 up, right? So something like this. So if so, this is the best case scenario, or the scenario that I'm willing to consider right now. That okay, that we are gonna either bounce tomorrow, or maybe testing 487 after the PPI release, and we do have the bank earnings tomorrow as well, right? And so we'll see if we get like a 487 dip. That's somewhere where I can get back in and go long, at least for let's say 60%, 61% kind of a retracement. Can be more, but something about let's see, um, that comes to around 498, right? So 498, 500 will be a big area. Again, that okay, it retraces back to, and if there is a further drop, then yeah, we can see something like this, right? Coming back to here somewhere in this demand, right? So that's one way of looking at it, that okay, this is what the correction would look like. If this would be deeper than this, then this decline is not just gonna stop here or here. It's gonna start pulling back. Right, and that will be our indication that okay, we are now doing a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, something like that. But that's something for next week. It's not happening tomorrow, right? So this is about QQQ, the way I'm thinking this can unfold. And I was just looking at SMH, for example. So if we are talking about 4 there, we are talking about the semiconductors possibly pulling a little bit more, where this previous drop was an A leg, and we had a B double top, and probably a C, as in wave 4, right? If this does not reverse and start making highs again tomorrow, right? So this is what I'm looking at SMH, QQQ, and when we go back to SPX again, I mean this drop was very small, right? So if you see in this chart, it has done nothing, just came back to the chop area of Monday and Tuesday, just kind of removing the pump that it got yesterday, right? So looking at it and saying that oh yeah, big correction has started is not right for now. And if let's say there is some correction tomorrow, right? What I'm expecting is maybe a little test of the lows here, bounce back, and then potentially we can come and test the breakout area, right? So once this breakout area of 5500 or 5524, right, if these are being breached like this, then there will be something that we'll think about, that okay, this, maybe this is a larger correction into the market, where we are looking at maybe a bigger 4, like I've kept saying that we are almost in the 161% area on a larger time scale. If let me just show you that. um, right, so if I look into just this leg, which is this particular one, right, and I measure where are we extended right now, that's pretty much in a 161% area. Then one second, what happened? Let me do that again. All right, 1, 2, 3. Right, so select the 161% here. Right, so we are right in that area of a little bit actually higher than that, but still the same area, right? The 161% is kind of completed here. And now potentially maybe there is a little bit of reversal there. Let's say when I talk about reversal, if we started seeing deeper corrections, then we are looking at something like maybe this, right? Or yeah, something like this, and then going higher, right? But that's again too far. We don't have to go there yet. This was a very minor dip, like I explained. And the chances are that we still continue to rise up until I see my counts getting completed on certain of the names that I keep mentioning, right? So that's where I am right now. And looking at this, like I explained for QQQ, right? It's a little different what we have here. Again, it could be in the same way where we had this as wave 1. This was 1, 2. We are still probably doing a third wave here. It's not even completed like it was looking at QQQ. So maybe a 3, 4, and a 5. So we potentially will keep going somewhere around there, and then make a wave like this, right? So it's too early to say that a big reversal has started. We are now in a large choppy wave 4. As much as I would like it to go in there, but I think this is too early to call anything like this, right? So anything above 5500, 5524, if that's maintained over the next week or so, that's pretty much still bullish, still higher. And that's how it will continue going, right? So if I have to kind of put a maybe a count here, I can just simply say this is 1, 2, and 1, 2, probably a 3, 4, and a 5, like 3, 4, and a 5. And these were the counts in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. right? So we have a lot more room right now, is what I'm thinking. Again, so very early, keep 5500 as a baseline. We are still 80 points above that. There is not much, we have seen on the SPX side. The sectors were rotating, and some of the sectors have done really well. So we'll have to give it some time to unfold, and I'm picking up some selective names where I can, still see an opportunity. Like Amazon was one of them today, right? We have been kind of tracking this one as going up in wave three, and right, so this was merely a wave four drop for us, and we are looking for another move up, right? And then we'll see what happens there, right? So haven't put the full count yet, but this is possible that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So we are just tracking this wave for now, which made the new highs here, right? And we are just gonna keep looking at such opportunities to trade, and where we see the value. Right, so that's about it, and we'll see what happens tomorrow with the PPI and the bank earnings as it starts, and next week again is a tech earning, right? So the possibility, like I said, of staying sideways in this area is pretty high. That we spend some time between, this region basically, right? So that's all what I'm looking at. Hopefully this helps, and I'll share, as much as I can as I get further clarity on what's going on. Thank you very much. Have good luck. Bye bye.